Hi, Patrick.
Hi.
Congratulations on the win. Of course, happy St. Patrick's Day to you. I know it's your namesake's day, so
Thank you.
injuries obviously are part of the game. You had David and Anton. Missed the late fitness test. Can you talk about them a little bit and what their concerns are? And then Mata seemed a little bit more serious. He seemed pretty upset as he came off.
Yeah, Mata feels sorry for him because he's been working really hard to try to come back to his best. He's been working really well in training in the last couple of weeks, and he just felt his hamstring, and he's going through a really difficult period. But we're gonna support him because Mata is really important to us, and he will go through to that difficult period with our support. And then of course Anton and David couldn't make the games today, but Ishmael played really well as a number 9, and Saad as well. It was the first time that he's playing the game with us, and he take his chance really well. He played really well today. So I'm glad because that just show how good the squad is. Anton against Sele had a really bad challenge on his ankle, and it was a bit too early for him to come back. And David the same, received a kick on his calf against Sele, and he was too risky to play him today. It's too early. We have to wait a couple of days.
Michael.
Hey, Patrick, congratulations.
Thank you.
Tajori, what did you see in him that you liked about him that you said, hey, I want him on my team? And could you get a little more specific about his performance today, what he did well?
I think, when you identify players that you want to bring to your football club, you just have to look at the quality and if they will fit well the system that you want to play. And I think Ishmael is a really good player in 1-against-1. He's really good in a really tight, small space. He's really comfortable with the ball and he's got pace. And you can just see the way he takes his goals today. I think he was really calm, composed in front of goals, and he's a goal scorer. So all these elements are quite really good with the way we want to play the game. And I think today it was good. He played in a position where he wasn't used to it, but he worked hard for the team, and he managed to score the goal. So it's a really good day for him and for the team.
Hi, Patrick.
Hi.
Can you talk a little bit about how Jesus Medina and Maxi Morales complement to each other, and also about the possibilities in the future?
Yeah, I think this is only the 3rd game of the season. It's still a long way to go, and I think more we will go into the league and better we will be as a team. I think both those players have a really good relationships together, but I think is a better understanding about how we want to play the game. And of course those players are quite really comfortable with the ball, and I think today those two relationship was really good. But I think Ring, Yangel in the midfield, we were really good. Our back 4, when you look at the quality of the players of Orlando up front, we needed to defend well, and I think we did it. I'm really satisfied because we didn't concede a goal.
Glenn.
Hey, Patrick. Do you feel like second half the players, your attacking players, expressed themselves more than the first half? There seemed to be maybe a bit of a reluctance,
but
even from your fullbacks.
Yeah, I think this is you have to give. I think Orlando make it really difficult for us. I think it was really difficult for us to play between the lines because they were quite really compact and they make it difficult for us. But I think we show a lot of maturity because we keep our organization, and of course the mistake that they make, we punish them. But it was really difficult, and it was difficult for us to find a space to play and to express ourselves. And that's why this game, I think, make me more happy than the other 2 games that we play so far, because this one we keep our organization, we keep our discipline on the field, and we waited for for the right time, and when they make that mistakes, and we take our chances. But I don't think it was our fault. I think it was Orlando who make it really difficult for us.
Christian.
Hi, Patrick. 2 clean sheets already this year, and you've had a couple of rotations with the Chanel suspension and with Tinnerholm getting hurt. So for the players that have been able to come in and help, what have they been showing, and also what's been so instrumental in limiting the chances so far?
No, I think when we talk about last season, even the previous one of the part of the game that we really needed to improve was the goals that we were conceding. I think last year we conceded too many goals, and we changed some way that we defending inside the box, I will say it, and so far is good, but still only 3 games, and there's still so many games in front of us. But I think having Saad playing today, last game it was Seb. That is just show that there is a good work in training where everybody understands their role and responsibility. So this is good.
Kyle.
Hey, Patrick. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
You talk about the depth often with the team. With Villa and everything, Burgett's kind of been slow this year to come back. Was today a good enough answer for you on the attacking side of the ball? With it kind of got slow in the beginning. In the second half, you guys kind of started throwing men more forward. But overall, are you kind of pleased with the attack?
we throw more men forward because of the space that he was in front of us, and the tactical game and the game sometimes doesn't allow you to do what you want or what you plan. And that's why this performance today make me really pleased, because the team respected our game plan and they were well disciplined on the field, and we just needed to wait the right time to take our chances. And it's all credit to Orlando because we couldn't play, especially in the first half. Then we were patient and waiting the right time to score those goals. But I think the front players, they played well. Rodney went back to the number 9. Jesus stayed on the right. Ishmael on the left, and they rotate a little bit more during the game. And this is what I asked them to do. So I was really pleased with the performance of our front 3.
Hi, Patrick. I write for an Italian newspaper. You went to Italy, you went to Napoli in December. I wanted to ask you, what did you see in Napoli that you can use here in the team?
Well, I think spending time with one of the best coach in the world, especially Sarri, because I believe that the way that Napoli played is always good to take some aspect of the game. But just the fact that I was lucky enough to spend a lot of time during the week where I can ask him any kind of question, and for him to explain his idea, the way he's seen the game, was really good for me. So I spent a really good week in Napoli.
Last question.
Yes, Patrick, I'm gonna talking about MLS and the results between Toronto, Red Bulls, and then in the Conca Champion. Do you think the MLS is in the same level that the MX league?
I don't know if they are in the same level, but I think the MLS is good enough to compete against them. I think the result talks for themselves. I think when you have 2 MLS teams in the semi-final, I think that's really good for the league. It wasn't like that in the past, and I think that is just that's showing that the gap is getting closer and closer, and you just have to look at the quality of the players who are coming in the league as well. So the MLS is in a really good level.